So in for repair today we have a couple of forklifts there. We have a Hyster forklift and we have a Toyota forklift, and Santi has just arrived a little bit early here to Finnegan's. We have a few surprises there, so stay tuned for that one, and a bit of a giveaway as well. But just before we get started, 2 tractor runs here I want to point out. We have one for St Vincent's Ardcat tractor run, which takes place as a New Year's Day Christmas lights tractor run on January the 1st. All family welcome. Yeah, so good. It's actually €30 per vehicle, and plenty going on there. So best of luck on that one, lads. That takes place every year, and they do very well. So that is a really good one. We also have one here, Shinrone tractor run, which we do give a mention to every year, and it's on New Year's Eve, €20 entry, Sunday the 31st December in Shinrone Community Centre in aid of hospice care and local charities. So there even has a kids tractor run on that, registration at 12:30, so get down to Shinrone as well. And also we have a birthday shout out to Brian Martins from Clane, who turned 8 on the 18th. So happy birthday, Brian, and I hope you had a great day. Just a quick introduction to David Moore. Now, you would have probably seen David here on the last few videos and said, who is that guy? And a few great comments has come in about David. And just going to ask David a little bit about his background. Now, he's joined the team here at Finnegan's as a fair mechanic, general, everything. Isn't that what goes on here?
Jack of all trades.
Jack of all trades, yeah.
And a master of none.
Well, I wouldn't say that now, but...
yeah, well, look, my background is basically fabrication.
Yeah.
My family are involved in the agricultural industry as well. Yeah. So I have uncles that are tillage farmers, contractors, between silage, bit of grain, bit of everything. Yeah. So sorry, the rest of it. So I've kind of been brought up in that end of things. So I'm used to working with machinery and fixing on the move and stuff like that. So generally, my father then in the background of manufacturing and fabricating, that's where I come in with the welding and so we do plastic welding, stainless steel welding, everything but aluminium. Basically, I don't like to touch it. I'm not that good at it.
Right. Okay. You're honest. It's not.
That's it.
Yeah. Well, look, we just like to wish David the best luck. He will be on the videos there, and as you can see from already, he has a great knowledge, a great in-depth into what goes on and what kind of has to keep this place moving too, because we'd have stuff coming in and out here that would be prioritised, and some would be emergency, and we have to call on David here. So.
Yeah.
So John B is on a big job this morning here. We have the Toyota. It's a 1.6 ton electric forklift, and it has a bit of an issue because it just won't move. It's not.
It just refuses to do anymore. Enough done.
Enough done. Yeah. But what really is wrong, we have changed some of the cells. There's none here at the minute. We'll show you that. We're after taking the complete pack out of it. We're going to try getting them
rejuvenated.
Rejuvenated is the word. I don't know whether they take the sulphur. I don't know what goes on anyway.
They clean them out and redo them.
We're going to bring it down to IFM in Dunlea, and they have some machine anyway that can rejuvenate the battery. So we can take it out as a lump.
The whole piece comes out, which is very handy.
Yeah. And we have replaced some of the batteries itself, so there's, I don't know, many batteries.
Cells,
there's many batteries in it.
We'll see now in a minute there's a lot of cells in it.
And there's a couple of gone now. It costs a good few quid to replace these batteries.
Well, if you want
to try this process first.
Well, if you put a whole new set in it, it's up in $4,000. So.
That's right, yeah. So we have our battery pack here. It's sitting on the trailer, ready to go. We have replaced some of these, John, haven't we?
There's 1 or 2 there replaced.
Yeah, so 3, generally 4. When 1 or 2 goes, it's a sign that
it's all kind of...
No, we're not sure. That one was one we bought in, so I don't know how long the batteries were. No, they had been good, but we're just going to replace them.
It's done a lot of work now, that forklift.
How many batteries in total, you can tell me?
36 cells.
36 cells individual.
Yeah.
And I think there's 72 volt. It's 72 volt, isn't it?
I think so, yeah. It's on the side of it there. Yeah, 72, yeah.
And that lift just plugs in the forklift, and that's what gives you the power.
Yeah.
Now, the forklift had been given a little bit of issues, not driving, not lifting up. So we're going to try it first. If all comes to all, we probably will have to buy batteries, but we're going to try this job first. We'll keep these updated.
Yeah, well,
we said IFM.
Yeah,
this to have the first time.
Yeah, there's a new venture they're into. So.
New venture they're into. So we're going to bring it down to Niall and have a chat with him and see what happens. I think it generally takes. We'll know more when we go down.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right. Bit of an issue here with a belt on the potato harvester.
The remains of.
Actually, welcome back, Mick. We haven't seen Mick here in a while because he's been off
in New Zealand.
Yeah.
And I'm frozen.
Oh yeah, he's frozen to see him home. Who's out in New Zealand?
My daughter is well, she's home with us now for a couple of months.
Right. What weather good out there?
It landed in Auckland and it pissed rain.
Yeah.
But it dries up as quick as 22, 24 degrees.
How many weeks you over there for?
Just short of 3.
3 weeks, yeah.
Long flight, my arse was numb. Can I say that?
Well, he's delighted he's back home here now, and we're here in the spot of bother with the harvester. The belt, it's I think it's an 8-piece belt, isn't it, Mick?
Yeah, 8 tooth.
8-ribbed, and the problem we're having here actually is to finding out why this happened. Now, it has happened before on this harvester. We've seen an issue there where I think we had an eye leak here, came down across the compressor and it threw it off. But now we have another problem here, yeah.
This has 2 alternators on it, a 12 volt system and a 24 volt system. And of course the one that's gammy is the dog to get at. It's up real high and very, very tight. Fortunately we have a spare engine, and the other end, that bolt should be the same length as that. But fortunately the other end has disappeared. So I've no hardship getting that.
So there's no hardship getting that one out, yeah.
But
now, it's, as you say, it's 12 and 24 water pump, couple of tensioners, aircon belt, aircon as well running on it, isn't it? All on the one belt.
Yeah, and they're all free. All the pulleys, the idler pulleys, tension pulley.
Yeah,
they're all aircon. That was always one that gave us a bit of grief. But the aircon, that's the freewheeling pulley. But the inside is free. They used to lock up. Remember we had that a few times?
Yeah. If they lock up, and then you've nothing at all.
It's skin the belt off.
As you can see here, we have.
That's our tensioner. Mine doesn't fall apart.
There's our tensioner there, and
I've idler pulleys and all down there.
yeah. So it's a bit of a job to get at it now, but at least
it's a comfort here.
Yeah, well, we have it here. We had it out in the field the last day, and we were lucky enough to get home with it. So we have it here. We're just going to put a new belt on it now. The problem we're having with the belt, Mick, explain.
The part number is the same for the belt. Fortunately, we always had grief with belts with this, getting the right length. It should be a 2525. We got a new belt from Grimmy yesterday, and the belt that came is a 2523, which is just about what I'm short. Like, it's borderline on going over, but if I put it on...
the same part number?
I don't know. Michael Hutchinson is looking into it at the moment.
Yeah, so we have one here with the same part number, except the one belt is 2523, and the other one
is that
2525.
Is that millimetres?
Millimetres.
2 millimetres.
Millimetres. That wouldn't make a difference.
20 millimetres. I'm assuming it's 20 mil. Centimetres.
Anyway, June chase it up there now. So
don't lose that.
You know, Mick, he never throws out hand anyway.
Oh, thankfully with this.
Yeah. Just following on from Mick being up at the harvester, we have taken one of the alternators off. There's actually 2 on this, 12 and 24 both on it. This is 24. But you can see the actual stay of it there now wouldn't be helping it. It's a little bit tight in the pulley.
That's the reason I took it out. I was stiff. But plus, it was lucky we did, because the 2 bolts were knackered.
The ones for...
Yeah. The long one, which is on here, the head of
That's the pivot then, is it?
Yeah. Well, this one is solid. It's bolted solid here and here. And that one, the head of the bolt was 2 mil thick, I think.
Right.
And it had snapped. The other one was loose, which is here. Because when we were doing it, it was rocking, but that was my main concern. But you look at the back of it.
Yeah, so if we turn around here, you'll see...
And we've cleaned that a bit.
Yeah.
But it's in a horrible spot where it is.
It's just underneath it, and if any of the fluff around comes off the stalks, it just pulls it in here.
But we had a spare one, so I was safe for change if we'd have run it.
Yeah.
But it's just
it might be okay, I don't know. We'll get it checked out, we'll have it as a spare. But as I say, we have another one there we can put into it. But yeah, look, it's very, very tight there. Definitely not adding to the...
Yeah, like when you put when the magnetic load comes on that, be a fair drag.
Yeah.
But what caused the belt, don't know.
And where were the remains of the belt were left?
Not on that one. They were on the 12 volt, the lower one.
Right.
They're all wrapped around it now, whether it's fluke. Like with belts, it's very hard to tell. But all the pulleys are free. There's no tight spots on it. The idlers, tensioner, water pump, aircon.
Yeah. So that's just your tight spot. Right, well, look, we'll get that one checked out. What's your break?
Well, I've no weaknesses to say the high broke it.
It fell off, Chad,
I think it just fell off. And John Smith was there now, he could have given it a kick, you know.
Yeah. So what have you this on? This is a new idea.
Yeah, work lights on the trailer.
Okay, you're taking the idea off the Wilson, are you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, because we've no light up there in the field, so.
Yeah, it's very dark there. The evening so it doesn't belong, but the dark doesn't belong becoming in these evenings. So
and early mornings, like
early mornings, yeah. So you're obviously doing the early shift. So what I want to do is put some muck lights on the side of the trailer, on the Broughan trailer, just for picking up the sprouts there in the field. Now, the LEDs are obviously the obvious choice to put them on straight away, which we had a few LEDs, except that you went to adjust it.
And it's kind of...
yeah, it kind of fell asunder here. Now, they're not, I don't think these lights are not overly dear. I think in around the €10 mark, are they?
Yeah, there's a crowd there sells them and they're actually very competitive.
Yeah.
If you buy 6 or 8 or 10 at a time.
But what we are going to do is, rather than throw it out, which is very simple to do,
no.
just going to try glue here. So we've gone into the glue department to see what we have in stock, and really don't have a whole lot. We had some, don't even have super glue, which probably would be an obvious one for this. But we have these super steel. Now, I'd always take these with a grain of salt. All these, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. It all depends on what you're sticking. This here, might have a chance of doing this. So
there's plenty there. Like there's
we went. One cap came off, and that was fine, and the other cap came off, but
it's no longer.
On its own.
It's no longer a part of the.
So we squeeze a bit out here and see is there anything. Jesus, look at this stuff. It's an epoxy mix. I don't know. Is it just kind of gone off?
Might be.
So we'll put a dab of that one.
What happened here?
Oh. And generally a dab of that one. That's if it comes out of it.
Already mixed.
Just don't want to tip too much pressure on it here.
So you want a bit more, would you? Twist that back.
Oh, hold on. A little bit more coming there now. Right, John, you want to do the mixing? Do the cement mix of that? Yeah. You ready for a big pour?
Yeah.
Huh?
We get hubbles for that one.
So I'm just going to put a contact cleaner on the...
We're going here as well, yeah.
You want to try it? A bit late now.
Oh, there.
See you enough in there, John.
Yeah. We can. Do you want to bend that? No. One side is enough, is it?
I'd say one side is enough. Right.
Jeez, look at that, huh?
How long do you have to stay there for?
No, in 3 hours, is it?
Stay approximately for 4 hours in one position. Don't think so. I'd say just hold it there for a while, so it's going to...
I don't know, does it say how long it goes off?
I don't know, John, it's very small print.
Oh, Jesus, you didn't ask me, so...
Very small print, so...
You can't see it, I have much
hope. So no point when we get Mick there with the light and the glasses. Mick, where are you there with that light? What? No, I hear him there, he's over there somewhere.
Oh, is he back?
Yeah, Mick is back.
Jesus, huh?
Right, we'll let that set and we'll see how we get on. I see you have a piece missing here. Remember that piece that went flying you were trying to...
Maybe that was it.
Maybe that was it. So we have a Hyster forklift in, and it's in for... It's a very intermittent problem that we're having with it, and it's on this lift up and down, so it drives perfect, and it's a gas model here, which is it's a lovely forklift to drive, and it's a lovely toggle switch on it. But the fault we're getting on is that we've no lift up and down on the mast. All the hydraulics will go for lifting up, tilting or whatever it is, and then you have to stop it, restart it, and then it might come back to you, and you might get that for 10 or 15 minutes, and then it might do it 2 or 3 times. So the lads are working along and be getting fed up and ended up back in here, because you could be stopping and starting there all day. So the fault code has come up. We've checked the fault code. I don't know, Cathal, can you see that? But I can pull it up on the screen there, and it looks to be a CAN bus error.
Yeah, seems to be.
What way does CAN bus work, Mick?
It wouldn't be great on it. Basically, it's as I understand, it's a common supply to all the circuits, and then you have a digital signal sent down, and the digital signal brings in the service that you're operating. I'm operating on.
I know we have it on the potato harvest, and if you have any little bit of it lit at all, it will completely.
Even the old one had it, I think, GPS.
It'll shut it down completely. So that's what seems to have happened here. That is the fault code that has come up in it. If anyone knows to possibly cure this thing, the lovely forklift, but it's full of sensors. Yeah. So anything goes wrong, any low levels or anything like that, it will just cut out. And when you go into the computer on it here, there is some amount of stuff on it you can get into it and you have to go into it, passwords and stuff like that. There's a password there, go into that and the password, and there's some amount of stuff on it, probably too much for what.
Over laboratory, even look in there.
Yeah, so we can see in here, we have a circuit board which actually...
We can't pull too hard there.
No.
You have a chip there too.
You have?
So that's an ECU.
Yeah, so it might not just be... The suspect is probably this lever here, which is the lift up and down lever, and if it doesn't return to center, it won't allow you...
Out of the services.
Yeah, as a safety. Now, you really should probably feel the levers if you have an issue with them, and they feel out all very good. So
the only thing with them is they're out in the open, rain-wise. Now they are shielded, but
yeah, but they're well shielded.
Rain will get in, power wash.
So if anyone has any suggestions there, throw in the comments list there. I might solve it there for me and Mick.
Yep. Any help is more than
welcome. Any
welcome.
help is welcome, yeah. So the first Christmas present has arrived here to Finnegan's. A little bit early, but you know, maybe Santi comes to us first. Yes, it's a lovely, lovely diesel tank.
Yeah.
It's not what it is, John.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah?
Well-made diesel tank.
Well-made diesel tank. So we ordered this diesel tank back in the ploughing match. We bought it off Rotech, so big shout out to John Williams down there. And it arrived the other day, and we knew there was a bit of a waiting list on it, but there was no major panic on it. No. So it's a 2000, go on, you read out the spec there.
It's a 2000 litre bonded tank, and with a complicated bit of a system now on the pump.
Yeah, so it's no hard. You know the way you dip your pump, your PUC pump, that's what's in these tanks. And this one actually has a Bluetooth on it. Now, it's the first one that we've had on the farm here, and we're going to try it out just to see how we get on. It's really all to do with your kind of diesel management,
consumption,
isn't it?
And
consumption.
You can put every vehicle into it, every tractor, whatever you use it, harvester, combine.
So there'll be no filling the can now? No, them days are gone.
And it's all on your phone.
So here we have the app on the phone. It's PUC, hit the app, up comes a welcome. So the fact it's actually going to connect, synchronize to the tank which is beside it, and we're ready to go. So we're going to pick a tractor, I would say a 7, 8, 10, hit the tractor there. I go into next, that's it. And now we have our screen up here with our start stop. But after we have it filling back into itself there just to trial it out. So once I hit the start button here, on it goes.
In a way there.
And the litres are being pumped into it there. So I'm going to let it go to 10 litres. I'm going to stop at that. And that's really, so what will come up here now, it'll give me a little bit of a record, it's after doing its thing there now. So refueling completed, 10.45 litres, time, date, the whole lot, and that's really it. So now that we have our diesel end of things sorted out, we have to look at Adblue. Now Adblue can be a pain a lot of the time, but having said that, it's something that we have to deal with here on the farm. Number of different ways around being able to store it, being able to handle it. We generally will store it in an IBC. Now, having it in an IBC, Mick, give us maybe a little background about Adblue and what is it used for?
I'm not brilliant on it, but basically, as far as I understand it, it's injected into the exhaust, and the hot gas is coming out in the mix of the Adblue, alters the emissions, reducing the emissions.
Yeah.
But remember the story I was telling you earlier on, if you get water or anything into the Adblue tank, you're in serious bother. Remember the Fent up in some garage in North, it's years ago. I think it was 10 or 15 grand to repair. Someone had tipped in a drum of water.
Yeah, well, what I can see even actually in we'll say, well, across Europe and across everywhere, is that with the Adblue tank so close to a diesel tank or a
diesel put into it.
Yeah, they obviously get mixed up and they go in. Now, on an Adblue nozzle, it will be always that bit smaller, so it's a thin nozzle. You okay there, Santi? Yeah, fine there now. You're fine there. So you'll have a nozzle like this, won't we, John?
Yeah.
And it's generally a blue colour on it.
And a small.
Yeah.
That it can't be mixed up.
It shouldn't.
It shouldn't, yeah, but that's not to say it was. Now we have a tank here. We bought this tank specifically to put it on with our harvester because it's a big diesel tank and we need AdBlue as well with it. Now we had been using the cans, and the cans are fine too. There's nothing wrong with them, except that to buy them can be a little bit more expensive. We have a little bit of a giveaway for you guys out there, yeah. And the question we want an answer from is, how many litres of Adblue was sold in the 32 counties of Ireland in 2023? The prize for the correct answer, which is closest to it, which closes on Saturday,
6 p.m.
6 p.m. Mick says, he's a cut-off man, will get a lovely Maxall jacket, which again is sponsored by Patsy Keoghan and Son. So thanks very much to David on that one. Get your answers in. Closest one will receive that lovely prize. So the best of luck, guys. So the first Christmas present, David, for this year has arrived in the post. Now I have ordered it, so off Irish Farm Machinery, IFM, and it's a filter blaster. Now we have seen some of these. Marco actually tried to make one day and just couldn't really get it right. It's all the different types of filters is the problem. It comes with a filter blaster portable unit with 6-inch standard rotor. That's what's in the box here. And if you look inside the box, we have a few different types of fittings here. We have blank ends and we have different rotators here, spinners on the end of it. You've gone with this one.
Well, for this filter is off the Forklift here. What is that one?
Yeah, Mitsubishi.
With Mitsubishi. So this small spinner, it'll fit down inside it. But as you can see with the bigger one. So the idea is the cone, it'll give you different steps on different size filters. So bigger filter,
so
bigger
it'll accommodate them all.
So you can go with the bigger spinner then for this one, it'll be closer to the gauze.
Filter gauze is going to get clogged up. Just as my phone rings there. If we had one of these out in the workplace where the guys are with a compressor, they might just get to use it.
It's just for handiness.
It's every time we brought it back in here to do a service, first thing you'll see is a filter. Now, people will say air filter on the forklift, but you'd be surprised what air filters, a dirty one, can do. You know, it's obviously going to use more fuel is one thing.
Absolutely, yeah. Lacking in power as
Lacking in power is another thing. So there's a lot of things that people don't really realise about an air filter. Look, I think we'll just give this a bit of a clean.
Well, I'll give this a blast. As you see the spinner, you can see it there without putting much pressure on it. See the way it spins? So the idea is that you put it on the filter and push this up and down.
Ideally, would you want a bigger airline coming to it?
Well,
that's all we have here.
It came with a 6mm. I'd like to see an 8mm on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll have a go at it.
Have a go there, see you.
So we'll just destroy the workshop first. Now. Hooks up and down, it's fairly clean. It ain't bad. It ain't bad.
So as you can see, that is the amount of dirt that came out of that filter. And that filter is not that long since it was clean. So we're probably talking the guts of maybe a week or 10 days since that filter was last clean with an ordinary airline. I think this is a far better job, to be honest, because you're working from the inside out.
Yep.
Most people will get an airline or a filter and they blow it back into the filter.
Well, it's also to stop lads, you know, the usual lads go to the tyre and they start hitting the filters off the tyre and bouncing the dust out of them. It's try and stop them from damaging the gauze on them. So yeah, that seems to
have worked.
Yeah.
And again, for the bigger one, then it's just a matter we change the head and we'll just demonstrate that. So if I look, that spinner will probably go inside that. Simple enough to change it.
Now
tighten up, give me that one back, and this filter is clean, and you need to adjust it. Yeah, you need to get the depth of it then.
You pull it back up a small bit off the end, and
just one bit there we've got to say, we wasn't quite sure what these were bits when we opened them first, but we had another look at it again and we just didn't want to get the better of us there, so we didn't, David.
That's it.
Well, so what they're for is, as you explained, they're for the spinner to stop it from hitting the side.
Stop it hitting the side of it, that's the thing. So in other words, if you're not perfectly in line, there's 3 different sizes for the 3 different spinners, and basically and as my phone goes off.
And your phone rings there, goes off.
Yeah.
So we can just slide it down, and then it'll just keeps it in line up and down that the spinner showing here.
That's it.
So that's really it.
Good. Okay. Come on.
So that's it for this week's Workshop Wednesday. Hope you enjoyed the videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe and watch the videos, because you'll have loads of time over the Christmas there. We'll see you in a while. We'll probably take a break over the Christmas. So from all the staff here at Finnegan's, especially in the workshop, we have Mick, Santi, aka John B, David and Marco, and I think Brucey is gone for a little bit of a... And also big thank to you, Carl, for a great year. And to everyone who has subscribed, liked the channel, commented, wherever you've done, lads, it makes a big difference to us, and we really appreciate it. So from everyone here at Finnegan's Farm, Merry Christmas!